I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, in a rather small, homogeneous neighborhood in northwest Detroit. But I had the option and privilege of going to high school at Cass Tech, a 5,000 student high school that drew from everywhere in the Detroit area. There, I was introduced not only to the diversity of the city, but also to courses on philosophy and the role of primary sources in learning about history. And as my technical minor, I studied the visual arts and practiced them. I then went to the University of Michigan in the first class of the residential college, which was designed to be a small liberal arts and enclave in the big mega university, and which privileged the idea of interdisciplinary learning, using themes in history, the social sciences, the role of foreign languages. So it was a place that broadened and widened my horizons enormously. When I graduated with degrees in art history and English literature, I ended up with a wonderful job in a museum, in an art museum in Cincinnati, Ohio, the Taft Museum, and then had the good fortune of moving to Washington, thinking it was temporary, although it never was, and becoming a fellow at the National Endowment for the Arts in the museums program. That introduced me to the role of federal support for the arts and humanities. And my career has alternated between works in different kinds of museums and the works at the Arts Endowment, the National Endowment for the Humanities, and the Institute for Museum and Library Services. What I've learned is that the federal share and contribution to the arts and humanities has until now been minor, but it has been a spur and a trigger for widespread state and local support for these important disciplines and for inspiring larger private support. My role in the cultural agencies has really helped build and complete the tapestry of our history and heritage, with so many stories that have been known since I went to elementary school, say about the founding fathers and about the Revolutionary and Civil Wars, completed and woven in a much more effective way with the stories of African American history and culture, indigenous history and culture, ethnic history and culture. And I think we all benefit from this larger, more complete tapestry of where we've come from, and it gives us better opportunities to think more clearly about where we have to go and the potential of this country. So I remain a supporter of our agencies in this time, especially when I believe both their existence is being threatened and our democracy is being threatened. In 1965, the creators of the act that funded the cultural agencies noted that democracy demands wisdom and vision in its citizens. It must therefore foster and support a form of education and access to the arts and the humanities, designed to make all people of all backgrounds and wherever located masters of their technology and not its unthinking servants. Boy, do I think that those words are wise today, and I think we all need to remember them.